A plushie, people can make plushies quite easily. There are lots of make your own plushies. Build-A-Bear saw how easy it was to make a plushie, and then they did that. That was really smart. So that's another one of those markets where it's pretty easy to do, but because of that, the supply is really high. Board games, it's relatively easy to do, so the supply is going to be really high. Video games, not necessarily easy to do, but lots of people are so interested in it and put effort into it, and everybody's so focused on the digital that it's then has a big supply, and so it's easy to do, and lots of people do it. The toys, I don't think so many people are doing it. I mean, they're doing some type of toy, like the squishy toys they might be doing, but not this thing. And this is where I think I can shine. Coming up with these really, really hyper tactile games. And toys. That mix hyper tactile, very interactive toy collectible with a game. It's a toy and a game. It's two things at once. Not only do I provide you with an objective, but I also provide you with something of a figurine of sorts. And I'm thinking, to me, that's like the toy's toy. A figurine, you either have to have that childlike imagination or you're playing with it, or you're an adult and you just stick it up on the shelf. Then you've got the toys like Bop It. I've seen people, they say, I've got a Bop It collection, and then it's a pile of them, or they're lined up on their bed, and I say that's interesting. But how you presented it, it's not cherished, it's not something that you're putting up somewhere and saying this is really cool, and like I'm gonna frame it. Some people are gonna frame they're gonna take their Star Wars figurines that are still mint in the box and they're gonna place it up on a shelf. How am I bridging that gap of it's a toy that you can play with even as an adult? You can give it a shot and say, oh, this one's the really hard one, and I'll put it up on the shelf. So that's where I'm trying to move, and I'm trying to pull back and be focused, pull back and be focused, pull back and be focused. Have some more discipline. Move into my 30s saying, okay, I know exactly where I'm going to go. And while I might not be able to live my life coming up with all these different things, many people did not come up with all these different things. And if they did a few. It wasn't this. Most of the time, they're just focused on one thing. You gotta just be focused on one thing. I'm just gonna be focused on one thing or a few things. I could probably really get out if and the other thing is to say I know who I am enough where I want to have that creativity and I want to do the building and I want to do the designing. So the things that I do have to have that incorporated in them so that I can feel as though I'm coming up with stuff and it is not just, you know, I'm pulling the lever and pushing the button in the factory and making it happen. A piece of that has to come into play eventually, and I will have to sacrifice for that, but I still need to face off with the concept of pulling back, relaxing, and staying focused.